Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's away we go then. Oliver Kahn, a huge man with a huge presence and a big voice in the game.
And big in intensity too, such a fierce competitor. Put a foot wrong and he'll be sure to let you know about it.
Well, he just commands respect, doesn't he? Respect from... He's had a shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that and usually you're going to get punished.
Looking to play him in. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Distributed tidily. Now then... Big chance! Jordi Alba. And it's Jordi Alba. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And he's only too happy to take that back. Hakimi gets it away. Good ball, good take. Hazard. Hazard showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Gets a good foot in there. Messi. Vitinha. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And it's Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba drives forward on the overlap. Now that looks a decent ball. Ball driven towards the far post. Keeper's dealt with that. Deftly away. Vitinha gets a foot in here. He's on it, can he get away? Albert Ferrer gets over and intercepts. Driving forward. Oh, nicely intercepted. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Oh, what a climb! Barella with the clearance. Jordan Henderson is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Chance, surely! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he welcomes it in. Doué is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Couldn't squeeze it through. De Bruyne getting this one clear. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Played in deep. Climbs up big! Goal! Milan! That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Milan have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Vitinha. Milan looking to pass their way through. Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, he knows very well that he is already walking a tightrope. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
Yeah, and he's dodged a big one there. He has to be squeaky clean from here.
Attenzione, un cambio.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Change being made here, presumably to tighten their defence.
Look, only time will tell now if this is the right decision, but at least the manager hasn't dawdled. You know, he's reacted quickly, and it needed that.
No, he's missed it.
Well, that was just asking too much of himself from there.
Rijkaard picks it up from the goal kick.
Milan can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Alexander-Arnold. Looking for the run. Well timed, excellent interception. Great vision. Brilliantly cut out. Hernandez gets rid without sophistication. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold picks it up out wide. He rises! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, he certainly got to the ball well enough, but the rest didn't quite come off for him.
Ah, such a clever touch.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Albert Ferrer. And we've reached half-time. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Milan leading 1-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. He's having a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Vitinha. Now it's Messi. Looking for options for movement. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And a chance! Oh, he's been in for the pieces! And it's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
So that's... Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. Milan really could have done without this. Well, the keepers these days have done their homework. And that's one back! Not much more than a formality.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Now it's Doué. Great defending, strong and determined. Hazard gets into some space. Granit Xhaka. That could spell trouble. Alexander-Arnold. Rijkaard. Messi. This looks promising. The referee's awarded a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And he's there to clear it. Now this could be a chance. Knocks it out wide. Tries to pass it through. So what can they make of this? He's shifting through the gears here. That's tidy.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Not the most accurate pass. And that's put paid to a promising move. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Spread out to the left. Can he get on the end of this? Inzaghi is flagged offside. Now it's Simons. Goes looking wide. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a header! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Oh, the pass was sublime. The finish was substandard. What a disappointment.
Played out to the left flank. Now it's Hazard. Foot in. Messi. So 2-1 now, and things have got a whole lot more enthralling here.
Yeah, this is a real psychological test now that will tell us whether one side buckles and the other kicks on.
He's had it taken off him. And it's Doué. Jordi Alba has it out wide and in space. It's a mighty effort! He will be livid with himself.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 24.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Il numero 14. Il numero 18.
And he's had it nicked away. Passing is crisp and sharp. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Foden. That has been cut short. Oh, some tackle that. Foden. And it's De Bruyne.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Vitinha. Barella does really well to win the ball there. He is through here. Kane. Rijkaard. Now it's Kane. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Kane. Oh, easy pickings there. Kane is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now it's Kane. And this is Kane. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And it's made its way to him. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. We are into overtime. And he was quick to react. And this is De Bruyne. De Bruyne! Oh, surely that deserved better.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
That has been slung wide. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. And that's it. Milan have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately This is where they want to be, one small step away from greatness. Win today, and they will be up there amongst the elite.
Milan e Barcellona.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So that's got things underway. Milan cannot consider the option of defeat. It's not a question of want, but must. Now then, the ball's come loose. Into the channel. Played into space out wide. So there's Massimo Otto, bit of an unsung hero perhaps, but certainly an integral part of an Italy side that conquered the world and a European champion for his club.
Yeah, and he did all that by being the picture of consistency and hard work, the way he nullified the threat of some of the biggest names in the game during his heyday. And that was really impressive.
Yeah, I remember a lot of those performances really well. That'll be a throw-in. Simons. Vitinha. He's in space and looking for options. And he's got his cross in. And that's the keeper's ball. Mohamed Salah. It's not an especially good pass, that. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. And that's a throw-in. And here's Mbappe. Looking for options for Mbappe! Granit Xhaka. Alexander-Arnold just eases him off the ball. Good ball, good take. Jordi Alba deals with that comfortably. Chance for a shot! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So, a breakthrough already. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
He won't be happy with that one. Rivaldo, a player who needs no introduction. And he's picked out the run. Plenty to aim at here. Nicely aimed pass. And this is Messi. And this is Inzaghi. That's a lovely, neat pass. Inzaghi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Milan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Nicely weighted ball. And he plays one through. And he's had a hit! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Doué is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. And they've got a throw. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the...
Chance! There's a goal! They've come back. They've come roaring back. This is becoming quite a game. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Barcelona really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Milan grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Now it's Inzaghi. Now it's Inzaghi. He is through here. Vitinha. There's the shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Gets his head on it! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter.
Tries a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, good-looking ball. Well read, nice interception. Now it's Mbappe. Well, that has not gone well. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Beckham, quality ball. Rijkaard. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And it's Xhaka. And Doué tries to play it through. Great ball, and he's in here. It's Inzaghi! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Milan have their second corner now. Alexander-Arnold plays it in. And it's hoisted clear. Simons. Mbappe. That's a little off target. Beckham. And that has left him in a heap. Doué. Simons, and that's been intercepted, and he welcomes it in. It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. Milan have themselves a chance from the spot to turn a deficit into a lead. And they've turned it round. Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
Milan get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo.
And the first half is done. Milan come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. And we are up to the break.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. Here we go again. Rashford going full steam ahead down the left flank. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. It's played through for him. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Oh, nicely intercepted. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. That is ended up in no man's land. Vitinha tries the cross. Byrne is there and he can get that clear. Rashford. Great vision. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Now it's Rashford. Messi. Vitinha. And it's Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rivaldo. Aims beyond the defence. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Granit Xhaka. Just about up to the hour now. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Mbappe! Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Barcelona with this to level it up. And Iker Casillas somehow saves it. They want to be quick to recover this. Beckham. Oh, that's a very decent ball now.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Now it's Simons. Oh, no joy this time. Caceres. Shot could Inzaghi! Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards.
Per il Milan. Numero 24. Lascia il campo per il
So this
numero
to extend their
14.
lead.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Oh, he's missed!
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
No, that's been intercepted. Vitinha. Not the most accurate pass. Short changes him with that pass. Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, I think he's quickly realised how stupid he was for doing that.
Numero 17. Viene sostituito con il numero 2.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Well, there is that saying, Peter, that if it isn't broke, don't try and fix it. But I suppose you don't want to risk anything in a game like this.
Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
And he's managed to get free into the last quarter of an hour. And it's Simons, who played through for the wide man.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Messi. Messi going face to face with his great rival. Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And that is out of play. Messi. Milan can feel it. Promotion now frighteningly close, but they're having to navigate around some pretty stubborn opposition here.
It's tempting to say, Peter, they're making things harder for themselves by not killing off the game when they had the chance.
Pass somewhat off target. Very much into the last knockings. And it's De Bruyne. No way through. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Messi. It's a pretty loose pass. And that's that. Milan have done it. A promotion sealed with a win. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Milan really were brilliant today, Peter. To produce a performance like this in a game that could have a massive outcome on the team's future. Those players have every reason to be proud of themselves and deserve every bit their status.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.